Well, a paramedic and 2 other people are still missing after a failed rescue attempt when a minibus was swept away in a swollen river in the Kwaggafontein east of Pretoria. Well, according to an eyewitness, the paramedic was swept away when his rescue cable was cut off while trying to rescue a passenger from the minibus. He had successfully saved the driver from the vehicle, which was caught in the flooding Motlabetsi River between Fries and Dwane villages. Most of the country have been experiencing rainfall since last night. That search operation continues. Well, traffic authorities in KwaZulu-Natal say they are expecting the final exodus of holidaymakers out of the province to peak today. This morning, 1,000 vehicles per hour passed through the Mooi River Toll Plaza northbound. Joining us for an update on the line is Commercial Manager of the N3 Toll Concession, that's Roux. Good afternoon, Mr. Roux, and thank you for your time on the PM News Desk.
Hello there, Kirsty. Thanks so much for having me.
Con, what are traffic volumes looking like as we approach early evening?
Kirsty, through the Hook Toll Plaza situated near Heidelberg, we currently have about 1,300 vehicles an hour. So that's heavy traffic in the wet conditions.
How visible are traffic officials along the route, Con? What can you tell us?
Throughout the holiday period, there has been an enormous presence, law enforcement presence, and as well as emergency medical staff, and really would like to extend a word of appreciation to all of them and to extend the heartfelt sympathy to the family of the paramedic who was swept away. I was just listening to your earlier story.
Con, we can have the best law enforcement, high visibility, etc., but it is road users' attitude that makes a huge difference. What have you observed in terms of motorist attitude, road courtesy, patience, etc., especially while queuing at the tolls?
We haven't had any incidents at the tolls. Fortunately, we haven't had any major delays at all. But you're absolutely correct that the attitude of the drivers is of importance. My observation would be that the vast majority of drivers are law-abiding, are careful and responsible. But there are certainly too many drivers out there who perform irresponsible, reckless acts. And those actions always have consequences, sometimes tragic.
Con, we are having very wet weather here in Gauteng today, and all that holiday traffic expected back this evening. So quite a challenge on our side here in Johannesburg. Any incidents or accidents to report on from where you are?
We've had a number of crashes along the route. We believe that many of them, or the majority of them, have been as a result of the wet weather. We currently have a truck which is jackknifed across the road on Van Rienens's Pass, also possibly due to the wet weather, and that is occasioning large delays in both directions on Van Rienens's Pass.
Con, by mid-December, we saw the accident death toll spiral to over 800 nationally, but human error accounted for 82% of these fatalities. What, in your opinion, would be behind these kind of deaths? Is it drunken driving, speeding? What have you observed over this particular holiday season?
I think that it's difficult to say. It's all of the things that you have mentioned and so much more. It really is a reckless disregard for human life. I sometimes think drivers don't take the hazardous nature of driving seriously enough. They don't plan their journeys properly, don't make sure that their vehicles are roadworthy, in particular brakes and tires. And then once behind the wheel, very often fatigue sets in, particularly on long journeys, and then acts of impatience when people just get fed up with something and try to execute an unsafe passing maneuver or weave in and out of traffic, creating dangerous situations for other motorists. So all in all, quite clearly, we have to do something about the attitude of drivers on South African roads.
All right, thank you, Con, for your time on the PM News Desk. That was Mr. Con Roux. He's the commercial manager of the N3 toll concession, talking to us there. He's telling us that 1,500 vehicles per hour now passing the De Hoek toll plaza. He's also told us that a truck has jackknifed on Van Rienen's Pass, so do be alert for traffic delays both ways there. Let's move on to some other news now.